Welcome back
to the Noble Bros,
to
Pokemon Emerald.
To Not Brother Brothers.
Not Brother Brothers.
Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke edition. Last episode, we got another addition to this all-star crew. Clisson, the Meryl. Clisson, she's gonna wreck some ships.
The Lioness of Johto. Is this Johto?
This is Hoenn, actually.
Hoenn. Okay.
Definitely the coolest of all the names.
Hoenn?
Hoenn, yeah. I mean, you got Kanto, Johto, Unova, what is it? What's the latest one? It's an X and Y. It's France.
I don't know. I'm not sure. What is it?
See, that's how memorable it is. But then you got Hoenn. Hoenn. That has power to it. Let's beat this kid up.
Okay. I like beating kids up. Youngster Billy.
Of course his name's Billy.
Zigzagoon.
You just need some all-American kid name. Alright, Ziggy. Let's see. Let's switch to Amelia. We need to get Amelia up to level 10 before Petalburg Woods, which is up ahead, because we need her to have Ember.
Okay, and she gets it at 10?
Yeah.
10. Okay.
And Ember will make the entire Petalburg Woods a cakewalk.
So is the Petalburg Woods, is that going to be mostly grass types?
Grass and bug types, yeah. It's going to be a lot of Wurmples, a lot of Shroomish, a lot of Silcoons and Cascoons.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so, useless. I'm training up Bonnie right now, just because she's the most help.
Oh, it's an acorn.
Yeah, C-Dot. Here's the cool thing about C-Dot is that it only knows Bide.
What does Bide do?
So, it also knows Growth, which doesn't interact with Bide. The way Bide works, it's a terrible move. What you do is you spend 2 turns not doing anything and just taking damage, but you take half the damage you normally would. And at the end of those 2 turns, you release the stored energy as the damage that was dealt to you multiplied by 2, and then you just wreck face with it. The problem with that is that what people can do is just not attack you when you bide, like it just did. Storing energy? Cool. I don't attack. I just tail whip for the 6th time in a row. And now that your defense is at its all-time lowest, you failed unleashing your energy, and I'll one-shot you with tackle. Or am I really that weak? I am really that weak.
Yeah, Bonnie's got a ways to go.
So just to make sure that nobody dies, gonna switch while Bide's happening, try and spread the XP around. I hit it before it bided, so it doesn't matter. Defense curl, just so we don't activate more Bide. This is why it sucks,
Is it biting again?
Yeah, because that's all it can do.
Really?
It can either raise its special attack, which does nothing. Bide doesn't even interact with any stat changes. Oh, it can also use Harden. Which kind of interacts with Bide, but in a bad way, because you want to take damage.
Yeah, okay.
This guy has no knowledge of the competitive scene.
Why would you ever want a C-Dot?
Because it evolves into Nuzleaf and then Shifttree, who's a dark grass type and will wreck your face. Nuzlocke actually comes from Nuzleaf. The first person to ever do a Nuzlocke caught a C-Dot, raised it to a Nuzleaf, and then he made a joke with the C-Dot where it would have the face of Locke from Lost. And it said, "I believe all this is happening for a reason." And he created a story to his Nuzlocke. And because of that, then the Nuzleaf, and spoilers for those of you who haven't read the comic, by the way.
There's a comic?
Yeah, this all started from a fan comic that somebody made on 4chan. That's where this all came from.
Oh, so the comic made the story of the Nuzlocke?
The guy was like, I want to play Pokemon Ruby, but let's add some extra rules. And then he made a shitty MS Paint comic out of his adventures, and people loved it. And people started following it and saving it, and he ended up releasing it. And
releasing it how? As a book or?
He saved all the things. He has his own website now. Read the comic before I spoil it. But Nuzleaf dies.
Oh.
I gave you ample spoiler warning. Nuzleaf dies, and then like he shows up as a reoccurring character, like as like you see him in constellations and everything, and so people just affectionately call it the Nuzlocke after that.
Okay. Is he gonna throw out a Magikarp? I saw he, yep. Yep. So he's like, it's a tough looking Pokemon. It seems magical. Like, no, it's a Magikarp. It does nothing. I'm sure even Bonnie can kill that Magikarp.
Sad thing is, Magikarp has a lot of defense, so thankfully this is a very legal copy of the game. Let's. This is all on a Game Boy Advance.
Completely legal.
100%.
Fisherman Darien.
What the? But I thought if I splashed enough. What did you think, sir? The sea, huh?
I don't see it.
Wonder what it's like at the bottom of the sea.
Wet.
Fucking wet? I don't know.
Why would you wonder that? Why would you wonder what it's like at the bottom of the sea?
Well, granted, our oceans are less, like, we know less about our oceans than we do space.
Yeah. At least we assume about space.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, like, still, we've done more research involving that stuff, too. I mean, like, the fact that, like, giant squids exist, but we never see them until, like, recently. Like, giant squids were a recent discovery, but they're, like,
Really?
old. Yeah, well, I mean, squids and krakens have, like, everybody knows about squids and krakens and all that stuff and, like, mythology and everything. But we only have, like, documented stuff of them from very recently. Oh, this lady's a rich girl.
Oh.
But she wants a bad boy. I don't know what I'm going with.
What?
I was trying to do Motown Girl. It didn't work out.
Oh man, you gotta get Bendin over here.
Bendin.
Bad boy.
Put a mud cap on him. The important thing to remember about rich people, for those of you who are Nuzlocking alongside me, is that they will always full restore their Pokemon. This is all a very lengthy tutorial about the game. Like, what we're doing right now, they teach you how to catch Pokemon. This is a character that's going to teach you about using items on your Pokemon in the middle of battle. And then we're going to be going into our first dungeon after this, which is...
Dungeon?
Yeah. I mean, quote-unquote dungeon. RPG dungeon. It's just the forest. It's Petalburg Woods.
Oh, okay.
It's training wheels.
Does every game have something like this?
Yeah, every single build-up, usually it starts with you get a Pokemon from a professor, you go on a few routes, you can catch a couple of derps, there are some trainers, then you go to the first forest, and then the gym leader.
Huh. I've never noticed that. Like, I'm sure it's in everything, but the two I've played, I never felt like I was going through a really extended training session.
It's very organic. It's very well done how they do all the tutorial and everything. Oh, and we learned Ember.
Sweet.
Get ready for this to be a walk in the park. But just because I'm always nervous, Time Warp. Healed all the Pokemon. We're looking out for you guys. All right, and here in Petalburg Woods, we get our newest friend.
Oh yeah, we get a new Pokemon here.
Yeah, every new route. It's always exciting, right?
Yeah. I wonder who. So what kind of?
Oh, here, important thing to know. This is an item.
Oh, cool.
Hidden items exist. Usually you just look for like empty patches where it's like they're just begging to put something there. But yeah, let's see, who can we get? And remember, Dupe's Clause does not apply to evolved Pokemon. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Poochyena.
Poochyena.
Cool, that's a boy.
Yeah!
Diversity.
Finally, too many clams on the dance floor.
Okay, so what does Poochyena do? Is that like where does he stand?
He's bad. He's just objectively bad.
Oh.
The one factor that I think we could maybe get some mileage out of is that his evolved form potentially has Intimidate, which once he enters the battle, cuts the opponent's attack stat in half.
Oh shit.
But you can switch out and then it goes away.
Oh.
So like, I mean, Gyarados also has that, and Gyarados is also a good Pokemon. Gyarados doesn't need Intimidate to be good, but it has it, and so it's good. So let's see. It's an intimidating, gigantic wolf hyena. It's a dark type.
Okay.
Who does that make you think of in history?
What are intimidating figures in history?
Ooh,
Like really notorious people.
I got it.
Okay.
We're gonna call him Nobunaga,
Nobunaga?
after Oda Nobunaga. He was the first shogun of Japan, or like the first like officially recognized kind of shogun of Japan.
Was he?
Not like in all of history, but like during and after the Warring States period, he was one of the number one unifiers of Japan. Of the three unifiers, it was Nobunaga, Hideyoshi, and he's the most important one. He's the one that actually unified them all. Oh God, how do I not know his name? Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Okay.
I took a Japanese history class.
Like the Tokugawa period?
Yeah, well, he's the one who's responsible for the Tokugawa period.
What year was that?
The Warring States period happened in the 1400s and ended in the 1500s.
Okay.
They had guns.
Yeah.
Samurai and ninja used guns. People don't really recognize that.
You'd be dumb not to. I love the really famous Japanese director. Fuck. I should know him. No, he's
I know him too. I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah. He made like Ugetsu, Rashomon.
Every Frame of Painting did a thing on him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But like in
Sammo Hung? No, that's Hong Kong. That's Jackie Chan.
yeah.
Um,
I feel really. But like in any of his, I think he is one of his movies that's about like a samurai war, and all of them have guns and everything. And also the samurai never portrayed as like honorable in his movies.
Oh, Nobunaga is sassy, by the way. This is
Sassy Nobunaga.
This is a sassy hound. Which means that, of course, it has increased special defense and lower speed.
Oh, good.
Mighty N is already slow enough.
Is it really?
Yeah, Mighty N
It's
is...
a wolf.
Yeah, I mean, like... Sure.
Okay, so does this Puchiana have any redeeming qualities?
It's a dark type, so we can send it out against psychic types and it's immune.
Hey, it's something.
It gets same type attack bonus with Crunch, which is a very powerful dark type move. Honestly, like, it's not gonna be the worst member of our team. Like, I'm fine with having a Puchiana. Puchianas can come in clutch. It's a thing. That's a thing that can happen. Okay, so let's see. We got Bonnie leading the party. Also, the higher a level Bonnie is, the better stuff she gets from pickup.
Okay.
Just
so,
saying, yeah. But
can you
actually,
get
we
anything
should
good?
we should switch to Clisson, just because we're gonna need someone with water gun. Because the next gym leader is rock type, and Roxanne is no one to sleep on. Dear Lord.
Is she really tough?
Yeah, her nose pass is not fun. It'll take at least like 4 hits of water gun to kill it from Meryl.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that's a super effective move. Nose pass is just really good early on.
So what is... I want to get back to Nobunaga. Why Nobunaga? Just because he was
Nobunaga.
intimidating? Or?
So there's like a Japanese nursery rhyme, or not a nursery rhyme, because like Jesus Christ, this is a little bit dark. But maybe it's also the translation barrier. But like there's like a way to explain the 3 unifiers, and it's like they were speaking to a bird. If they were speaking to a bird and asking it to sing, they all had their own different ways of trying to get it to sing, and it's the metaphor for how they unified Japan. Oda Nobunaga would say, "Sing or I will kill you." Hideyoshi said, "I will make you sing." And Tokugawa Ieyasu said, "You will sing when you're ready. I will be here to listen."
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That last one's actually nice.
Yeah. And then he shut the country down so no one could come in or out of the country. He made roads and wheeled vehicles illegal.
What?
He burned a lot of bridges. Everything that he did, everything about the Tokugawa period was specifically set in place to make sure that no one would fight anymore.
Jeez.
Wheeled transport was illegal
But why would wheeled transport?
because you're carrying food and provisions for soldiers across long distances. He tore up buttload of roads, tore up all sorts of bridges, just made it impossible for people to unify against him.
Jeez, that's kind of smart.
That's what
Yeah.
you should do, especially when the Sengoku Jidai, the Warring States period, lasted over 100 years of turmoil. Nobody was happy with it. Nobody wanted it to keep going. They just but everybody wanted to be on top by the end.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I'd say that his nickname was the Demon.
Jesus.
Because he would kill men, women, and children.
Tokugawa.
Nobunaga would kill
Nobunaga.
children.
Jeez.
But he has recorded history of him doing so. I'm not trying to smack talk Nobunaga, like he did some great shit.
I mean, he's gone.
He's dead.
He's not gonna like come back at you.
R.I.P. in peace. So we got that.
Did we get a new Pokemon? No.
Yeah, that was Nobunaga.
Yeah. God,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to keep track of. It's a Nuzlocke, you know. So because I promised I'd do it, this Ambipom, remember?
Oh yeah.
You guys are still hinging on every word, I'm sure. This Ambipom, normally people will just, put on a bunch of status ailment moves or like things that'll make people annoyed. What I did was, and this is where it relates to Dad's Zigzagoon, where it only has tackle. I gave Ambipom exclusively 2 moves. It had nothing else, and nobody really ever does that.
Okay.
The only 2 moves it has are Fake Out, which is a move that once my guy enters the battlefield, it will always go first, and it will always cause a flinch, and it has base 40 power.
Jeez.
And it's a normal type move. Now, with Technician Boost, that goes to 60 power. And then with same type attack bonus, that goes to 90 power.
Oh my god.
So that's a 90 power move right out the gate. And the other move is Last Resort, which is a move that can only work after you've used all the other moves that you know. So I just used the move that's guaranteed to go first, and now I have a really fast guy who gets same type attack bonus from that move. So 130 base power on a normal type goes to 65. It goes to 195 base power.
Oh my god.
Repeatedly, over and over and over on one of the fastest normal types in the game.
Jesus.
Yeah, people didn't like playing against me. It's a glass cannon strategy, because if somebody sends out a ghost type, he's fucked. He has nothing he can do. But if you didn't plan ahead, or if I just need to if I've gotten rid of your 2 tanks, or if I've gotten rid of your ghost type, I'm just gonna send him out and just say deal with him.
You ever lost with it?
Yeah. Oh, I've lost with it.
I mean, to a not ghost type.
Yeah. I mean, there are things that can outspeed it. There are things that can lock it down. There's a move called Torment, which stops your opponent from using the same move twice in a row. Hate that move.
So can you just not do something for that one?
You struggle.
Oh.
You use struggle. Or no, you don't, because you do have the choice of using Fake Out. Oh, a Shroomish.
Oh, nice.
Shame we didn't catch one. Shroomish is really good.
Is he?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He evolves into Breloom, who is actually, since we already have Torchic, it might not have been that good. But he evolves into Breloom, which is a grass fighting type. Okay. Really interesting type combo. Not a lot that have that. The thing that makes it so annoying to deal with, though, is that one of its abilities can be an ability called Poison Heal, where if it's poisoned, rather than doing damage, it regains health.
Oh.
And so they'll send it in with a toxic orb or something, where it'll automatically poison itself and then heal more than leftovers would every turn, and then just do a lot of moves like Bullet Punch, Substitute, and then Focus Punch. Ridiculously broken tactics. Oh, that's a Cascoon.
It's always crazy hearing the actual strategy that goes into a lot of Pokemon fights when I'm just like, this move does the most damage. Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got very much interested in that sort of thing. Oh, the thing about me is whenever I find something that I like, I will obsess over it for and just be just learn it inside and out. That's why I love Super Smash Brothers so much. I mean, pro players hit me up. That's why I love Pokemon and like the competitive scene so much, because like you can just like immerse yourself in this entire like line of competition. It's great. Let's see, we're doing all right on health. Cleason, how are you XP wise? Oh, you just need 5 more.
Oh, cool.
We're about to head into a mini boss, so.
A mini Pokemon has mini bosses?
I mean, like, just like of this area. I mean, not even a mini boss. This is just like the big encounter of the area.
Okay.
Not one to be found. Hello. Have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here?
Just tucking the Shroomish dead corpse and behind you guy. Nope, didn't see any.
What? Brushes it under a tree. Nah, just like some mold. I really love that Pokemon. Ruh-roh. I was gonna ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods. Forever. Dang it. I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon researcher. Is that his last name, or? Hand over those papers. Aye! You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You've got to help me.
I'm not fucking cop, dude. I'm 10.
Please.
You want me to do?
Huh? What do you think you're doing? What? You're gonna protect him? I mean, like, I've been thrust into this. No one crosses Team Aqua. Gets any mercy. Not even a kid. Villain introduction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Symbol.
It's supposed to be an A.
Is it?
Out of fish bones, I think.
That's...
Or just like general bones. They have a pirate theme going on.
Okay.
Team Aqua's deal, they want to raise the sea level because, you know, that will help.
What?
They promise.
Okay.
So they want to raise the sea level, and meanwhile, Team Magma, who we will meet later, I'm guaranteeing you.
Oh, do they have both?
Yeah, there's Team Aqua and Magma. Depending on which version, if you have Ruby or Sapphire, you'll have different interactions with different teams.
Oh, because this is Emerald.
Yeah,
You get both.
you get both, and they're both dicks. I mean, like, they're both dicks in both of them, but they assume that you're on their side.
Okay, so...
The other one assumes that you're on their side, basically.
So Magma will assume that we're on their side?
No, they're both just gonna be like, hey, you should join us. Hey, you should join us. We're like, nah, fam, we don't get that option. But Magma wants to raise the continental landmass. They want to make more land and less ocean. Aqua wants to make more ocean, less land. They're very much at odds. They're just convinced that that's what... I mean, they needed a villain. If we're gonna be fully honest here, they needed a villain. Come and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm out of Pokemon.
You only have a Poochyena?
Yeah. No, it's times are tough. They gotta rob guys of papers. Whew, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of these important papers. I know, I'll give you a great ball as my thanks.
Oh, cool.
Great!
Ball.
Nuzlocke put the great
Ball.
in the Pokeball's pocket. Didn't Team Aqua thugs say that they were after something in Rustboro too? Oh no. It's a crisis. I can't be wasting time.
What are you gonna do?
Where'd he go?
Alright. You hid behind a 10-year-old.
Did you see this man? Yo, there. Your Pokemon doing okay? If your Pokemon are weak, you should avoid battles. You should stay out of tall grass.
He's like the wide-eyed soldier, like the veteran with the new guys coming to replace him. He's just like, you should leave, man. Not while you can. He's lost all
Turn
his
back,
Pokemon.
there's nothing here for you. Yeah, we got Cleason, level 7. Has she learned Water Gun yet? No, she knows Tail Whip. We're gonna keep her in front and keep her leveling up until she learns Water Gun.
Okay.
And while that's happening, we're also gonna level up Torchic until she evolves.
Okay.
We need Torchic to evolve, and we need Cleason to get Water Gun if we want to stand even a remote chance. Oh, wait, this is a wild Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You're just running?
Yeah.
Don't need XP?
I mean, it's gonna harden every turn.
Oh. So it's just gonna be
You gotta weigh the opportunity cost. So, if you take bug Pokemon to school, you'll get to be instantly popular.
Yep. I kind of doubt that's how that works.
I mean, I got made fun of at school for playing Pokemon, so I don't know what to tell you, man, but...
Okay.
Alright, Amelia.
Why don't fight the Ninkada?
Ninkata.
Ninkata.
Or Ninkata. Because it's a cicada, but it's ninja.
What?
It's gonna evolve into Ninjask.
What?
That's a good Pokemon. Ninjask, actually, is the fastest non-legendary Pokemon, I believe, in the game.
Really?
It might actually be faster than... No, nothing's faster than Mega Rayquaza.
Is there a Mega Rayquaza?
Yeah, then in...
Like an X and Y?
Yeah, I think it's an X and Y right now. No, it's an Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
It's a story-based thing, so spoilers, I guess. Do you really care about the Pokemon story?
Is Rayquaza in those?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
Rayquaza's in this one, yeah.
But yeah, this is Emerald though.
Well, I mean, he plays a role in all of them.
Okay.
I mean, I never beat Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Same.
Just because I like this better. This was just more fun for me to play. Pokemon has gotten too easy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And to the people who are racing to the comment section to type in, "Are you sure it's not just because you're 21 now and not a child?" No. I still am challenged when I play Emerald. I still have difficulty. I'm like, oh shoot, what do I do in this situation? But in X and Y, I strolled in there with level 80s and just swept the Elite Four like it was no big deal. So, oh, we got a Wurmplorp, level 6.
So how much does natures and abilities and leveling come into just playing the story? Because of the two that I've played, it didn't really.
It doesn't matter. It effectively doesn't matter. You can notice it though. If you pay, oh shoot.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay.
This is why we bought the antidotes.
All right. So.
Yeah, no, you've done your part.
Yeah, get out of there. So Gluestone's gonna be poisoned even after the battle, yeah?
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is you're not used to this. In Diamond and Pearl, they decided to wuss out and make it so you couldn't die from poison. And in 5th gen onward, they made it so you don't even take damage outside of battle. But in this game, every couple of steps you take does poison damage to the Pokemon in your party if it's poisoned, and it can die. And if that happens, we release it.
Oh, no. So we have antidotes, right?
We do have antidotes.
Okay.
Though. So, and this is why you buy them before you go into Petalburg Woods.
Petalburg Woods. I like the emphasis you put on that.
Yeah, gotta announce it. Gotta make them feel like they're there. Cure the poison.
I feel Glueon has a lot of HP, I feel like.
Yeah.
30?
Yeah, so, Pokemon have different stats and also I found a Pokeball there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she has 30,
Jeez.
Amelia has 32. I mean, there are Pokemon that have better stats in certain situations, and, they're faster Pokemon, they're stronger Pokemon, and just so happens that Marill and a lot of water types usually have a lot of HP, and they're pretty good at being walls and taking a lot of hits and dealing out some decent damage as well. Fire is just that aggression. Grass is more about death on timers.
Death on timers.
So Leech Seed, Poison, things that drain them and lower their stats and make them worse to the point where they will just it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay. Huh.
For those of you who play Magic the Gathering, water type is green, fire type is red, grass type is black.
I don't know what any of those mean, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that you do.
Okay, so we're playing Pokemon right now and naming all of our Pokemon after historical figures, and you're trying to take the nerd high road here?
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Do we have anyone that knows cut?
Not yet.
Oh.
We don't get cut until after Roxanne.
Okay.
So
we have to come back if you want to get those
right.
trees.
Here's the thing. We caught Meryl on Route 104.
Yeah. What's that?
This is Route 104. Petalburg Woods is just a little dip in between. The catch list is the same. Every single Pokemon we could encounter is the same. It is the same route. We cannot catch anything on this route.
Oh, here forward we cannot.
Right now, where we are, which, by the way, for those of you who don't think you can, there's grass back here.
Oh.
But we can't use any of it.
Okay. Huh. Well, at least we got a Meryl.
Yeah. No,
Something.
honestly, like, out of all the things we could have gotten, Meryl was the best. Instead of getting a Wingull, which is, like, you need a friggin' Pelipper. Yeah, Pelipper, the evolved form of Wingull. You're gonna get very familiar with Pelipper by the end of this.
Really?
A very common joke about Hoenn is just that all it is trumpets, water, and Pelipper. Or Wingulls. And Tentacool, and all the other things you encounter with water. The whole point of Hoenn was to try and make it like an island nation, and try and make half of it on land and half of it in the water. Oh, hey, another Meryl.
Oh, cool. Oh, we got one already.
Yeah. Thank goodness, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That's, let's see. Bonnie, can you handle this? Gleason is in no condition.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yep, they don't have huge power. But yeah, as far as EVs, IVs, natures, and stuff like that are concerned, for this playthrough, it really won't affect much. If you're conscious of it, you will notice it. Mm-hmm. But if you're just playing like casually, it really doesn't affect much. The only reason why it's so important in what is it? The reason it's so important in, by the way,
what's up?
In competitive is because everybody's starting from the same base stat total. Everybody like a Pokemon will naturally just have like a certain number for its stats, and so they're trying to get as much of that as possible and have the best performing Pokemon they possibly can, because it's going up against someone who is assumingly using the best performing Pokemon they possibly can. It's not about the Pokemon or like what specifically like you've done with training. It's more like how you're using them in this moment.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, and whenever you do competitive, they get set to level 50 as like a max, don't they?
100.
Is it 100?
Usually it's 100. In the stuff that I've done, it's 100. I mean, it's 50 or 100, depends on where you go, who's running the tournament. I've always done it with 100. A lot of time people actually do free level, where it's like you can have whatever level you want, but everybody will want it to be level 100 or level 50. Because there is a strategy called the fear strategy. It's my favorite. I mean, it's even more terrible in X and Y, I want to say.
Why? What does it do?
Oh yeah, no, because that was ever since 5th gen, it got really bad because of Sturdy. But Fear is basically you get a Rattata, you make it level 1.
Okay.
You send it in against somebody's really good Pokemon that you just like you can't deal with it. So you send in this level 1 Rattata. Turn begins. You hit you do Endeavor, which brings the opponent down to your HP level. They go first because they're gonna outspeed a level 1 Rattata any day of the week.
Yeah.
They one-shot it, but because you're holding a Focus Sash, you hold on with 1 hit point left. So then you use Endeavor, bring their opponent down to 1 hit point, and then you use Quick Attack, which is guaranteed to go first. So you just beat their best Pokemon with a fucking level 1 Rattata. The other acronym, so the acronym for Fear is Focus Sash, Endeavor, Quick Attack, Rattata. The other acronym for it is fucking evil annoying rat.
I can't imagine who discovers these things.
I mean, if you give it enough time, people will exploit something.
Yeah.
If you motivate people to play to the best of their ability and you say, hey, you can win money, the people are gonna try and break it. You see Super Smash Brothers and like how nobody was ever intending them to move the way that they do or like perform the way that they perform, but they do, and they make money doing it. People just get motivated.
I think that seems like most of competitive scenes in any game is figuring out the ways that you can break a game.
Yeah.
And then exploiting that.
Push it to its like unbelievable conclusion and then making the most of that. That is competition in a nutshell. I really like the way that somebody described it. This is another rich kid, by the way, so he's getting a full restore.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that I always liked is that when people talk about competitive video games versus competitive sports, in sports there are rules. In video games there are laws. You don't have to worry about somebody occupying the ledge while you occupy the ledge in Super Smash Bros. Melee, because the game will not allow for that to happen. But in soccer, if somebody touches the ball with their hands, there's a penalty. Or if somebody touches the ball with their hands, you need to do something as a result of that. But not in the video game. The rules that are in place are just the rules of the video game. Unless you like create outside rules, like you can't have certain costumes, you pick characters and stages in a certain way, like how many best of what sets do you do, but like beyond that, video games have laws.
That's a really cool way to look at it.
I know, right?
It's awesome. So I don't know, like, why skins? Why would you not let someone use a skin?
So I'm not very much involved in the League of Legends community, so people feel free to correct me on this in the comments. I know on the internet you're going to. But League of Legends has like a roster of champions or characters or whatever. You're familiar with it, I think.
Not a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, think Overwatch.
Okay.
But like not a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
It's like a top-down. Like, have you ever played have you ever played Warcraft, like an RTS or something like that?
I've seen people play League of Legends, so it's like just clicking.
Yeah, you're just clicking and like commanding them where to go and what to do.
Yeah.
But a very important thing is like knowing what the enemy champion is, so you can know whether or not you can engage with it. And so, if the enemy champion like has a costume that makes it either blend in with the background too easily or look like another character, then that person is at a disadvantage strictly because of that costume.
Okay. Huh. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I would like most of my competitive knowledge of video games is like fighting games.
Yeah.
And by knowledge I mean more awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking like Super Smash Brothers skins.
Oh yeah.
Change the color of a character. I was like, can't do that.
Let's see. They're gonna be sending out Shroomish. Song, we need you to get Water Gun.
So wait, why are you sending out a water type against a grass type? Isn't that bad?
It is. But I'm getting experience.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
This is how you train Abra and Ralts if you were lucky enough to catch one, or Magikarp. This is the strategy that you have to do when you have like the low level guys.
I think I remember doing this in Diamond. You would have your person out front so they would get XP and then
Yeah.
pull them back.
Classic switching for XP. Still no Water Gun. And we gotta go to level 16, I think, in order to get Combuskin, and that's when you get Double Kick. And Double Kick is a fighting type move, which is super effective against rock types.
So that's what we're going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get to Rustboro and then call it?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Alright, this is gonna be a double battle, so... Yeah, I'm good with these.
Who are our two highest? Like, obviously Amelia, but then...
Amelia...
Is Cleason the next one?
Cleason is the next highest in terms of levels, but stats-wise... I feel like it might just be Cleason too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up?
Let's see. What do we got here? You use Tackle. You use Ember. Bam.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's super effective, motherfucker. Remember how I said that Petalburg Woods was a walk in the park? Yeah, that was because of Ember. Could you imagine if I started with Trico?
Oh, God.
It's dealing with every single bug type. Okay, pound. Sorry, pound, string shot, string shot, pound. praying to God they don't have Poison Sting. That being said, Trico is my favorite starter in this generation.
How come?
Because he's the coolest designed, in my opinion. Yeah, Grovyle is just badass looking.
Oh yeah, Grovyle.
Grovyle
I
is-
do know that one. That's awesome.
And then Sceptile is like, he's just a speedy little dragon guy. But yeah, we are now in Rustboro City. We've made it. Kusan, Amelia, Catherine, Bonnie, Nobunaga. Nobody's dead. We are feeling good.
Yeah,
I
you're doing
think
pretty well.
Yeah,
I don't know what you were so worried about. This is easy.
You're right.
There's no challenge here.
There is absolutely no challenge in the Nuzlocke. This is just me being an idiot and making it out to be something else. After having said this, let's get ready to see one of our party members die next episode. All right, so we're going to be doing some training to finish out, making sure that we're ready to go for Roxanne next episode. Other than that, I think this is where we sign off.
Yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Stay tuned. Maybe someone will die. Maybe not. We'll find out. We don't have a clue.